Oh, it feels good to not make a rant video. I know that this video is probably not going to get a lot of views because you guys like to watch me mad and scream and yell and be pissed off. Well, guess what? The Jets won a football game, all right? And I know there's some Jets fans that are upset right now because you're pro-tank. I ain't pro-tank. I want my Jets football team to win, and they did just that. In the clutch, we saw a Davante Adams masterclass, vintage from Davante Adams, vintage from Aaron Rodgers, and the Jets were able to get the job done. Sauce Gardner with the game-winning interception. There's a lot of things in this game to be excited about if you're a Jets fan, in my opinion. I'm going to explain it all here in this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Jets Media and comment your thoughts of the Jets win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know this game means nothing for the grand scheme of things. The Jets are eliminated from the playoffs. Two bad teams in the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets, both 3-10 heading into this game. Of course, some people want the tank. I get all that. But at the end of the day, the Jets were able to get the job done. And I invite Jets fans, enjoy it. It's rare that the Jets win, okay? It's so rare. If you're a Jets fan that is whining and crying right now that we won a football game, come on, man. We barely win. Be happy for once. That's all I'm going to say about that. So shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Jets Media. You guys can use the code YouTube150 when you sign up for BetUS, folks. The link, the promo code again is YouTube150, and you get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two. Big shout out to BetUS as always. Love you, BetUS. Now, you see on your screen now, Aaron Rodgers, back-to-back, pretty good games, man. You look at the stats, okay? I'm going to put this over to my side here. 16 of 30, 289 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rating of 120 for Aaron Rodgers. Now, we're seeing a different version of Aaron these last few weeks, and the thing I noticed is he's healthy, all right? 2 games in Florida where the weather's nice, and he's not in the injury report. By the way, Aaron Rodgers also led the New York Jets in rushing yards in this game. 45 rushing yards. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative because he had more rushing yards than Breece Hall. We'll say it's a positive. Aaron Rodgers moving and grooving. Now, the cool thing about this game is the second half is where it all clicked for Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers. This is vintage stuff. Congratulations to Davante Adams for catching his 100th and his 101st touchdowns of his career. That's the 12th most in NFL history. Also, the 4th most in NFL history between quarterback and wide receiver duo, Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. We're witnessing greatness, and I feel like the reason why I'm very happy and satisfied with this win, this is the reason. The Jets have failed in the clutch all season long. It's either we need to stop to win or we need to come back from behind and win, and we fail after fail after fail. It's refreshing. I mean, I'm happy for the guys. I'm happy for Garrett Wilson to experience a victory. I'm happy for Aaron Rodgers to experience a victory, especially a prime day for him and Davante Adams. I'm happy for Jeff Ulbrich. This Jets football team has been losers all season long. And even though it's a win that means nothing in terms of going to the playoffs, it's not going to hurt the draft picks that much. Oh, boo-hoo, we're picking 8 now instead of 7 or 6. Give me a break. I'm happy that my Jets football team can experience the winning feeling. Because let's be honest, folks, the Jets have a losing issue. It's a culture thing. It's like a gene, they called it. They need to figure out a way to get over it. And this win, I'm not going to say, oh, we broke the curse. We beat the bad Jaguars. But it could do something. The positive momentum can be felt. Rodgers knows what it's like to win in the clutch, right? Marching down the field. Clutch throw to Davante Adams. 71-yard touchdown. Davante Adams, the largest touchdown of his NFL career. Garrett Wilson had a touchdown earlier. I mean, the list goes on. Sauce Gardner getting the game-sealing interception, something that means a lot to him. There's small little wins here that we can build on, all right? So this isn't a win that Jets fans should feel like, oh, this whole season now is saved because we beat the Jaguars. No, that's not what I'm saying here. But it really brings things up to consideration of where are the Jets going in the offseason? Are we going to bring back Aaron Rodgers? That's definitely something I want to ask you guys. Does this game, seeing Rodgers go for 289, 3 touchdowns, does that make you feel a little bit more that you want Aaron back next year with the proper coaches, with Davante and Garrett? Do you think that this is something that could work here? I don't know. I mean, the more I'm looking at it, the more I feel like it's possible that the Jets are going to run it back with Aaron Rodgers. It really depends on who they bring in as a GM and head coach, obviously. But the more I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers play these last few weeks, Like, you can't really look at these games and think to yourself that Rodgers is the reason why we lost all these games. He didn't help winning, but, you know, whether it was Greg Zuerlein in the beginning of the season, the defense failing in the clutch, allowing Jacoby Brissett to march down the field and beat us in New England, allowing Anthony Richardson to march down the field and beat us. Last week against the Dolphins, it was a coaching malpractice, just running the ball, like not running the ball rather, really lost us that football game. So, like, you can argue coaching and kicking and special teams has impacted this Jets team losing more than Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not here to defend him and think that he's been, you know, fantastic, but, like, Aaron Rodgers has what's his stats for the season? Like, he's having one of the best Jets seasons in a while. I mean, there's 23 touchdowns and 8 picks on the season, 3,200 yards. He's, like, I don't know. The more I'm watching Aaron Rodgers play, it really comes down to his level of, does he want to keep playing? Does he feel healthy enough to keep playing? Now that Davante Adams is here, does he want to keep going? Like, I feel like a win like this, now that Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers can experience a vintage game that led to a Jets victory for the first time, like, let's be honest, this is their first huge win together. I mean, you can argue the Houston Texans game when they had that game-sealing one, but, like, this one feels different. It was 9 catches, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, I don't know. And maybe I'm going crazy right now, and people looking at me like I'm mentally ill. Like, Richie, why are you hyping this up? They beat the terrible 3-10 Jaguars. This means nothing for next season. Why are you even talking about it? Yada, yada, yada. There's some people that probably think that. Well, guess what? I don't care. I'm a Jets fan that it's very rare to witness success for my New York Jets. So when I get even the smallest version of success, I am going to celebrate it. That's how I look at things. I am going to celebrate this because I've been starving for success. Jets fans have been starving for competent play. And the fact that we were able to execute in the fourth quarter to win, it means a lot. And maybe this is something this Jets team needed to figure out ways to win, because I said it all week after the Dolphins loss. It feels like the Jets play the game of football well, but they don't know how to win the games. And this was a winning game. Right? Against a bad opponent, yes, 100%. You're going up against an awful Jacksonville team that's 3-10 with Mac Jones at quarterback, and we let Mac Jones look relatively well in this game. But the fact that we had a clutch Aaron Rodgers moment, back-to-back drives, and a clutch defensive moment by Sauce getting the game-winning pick, I'm not going to look over that and be like, yeah, it's whatever. We suck, so it doesn't mean anything. That's not how I'm wired, man. I've been waiting to see this Jets team come through in the clutch all year. And even if it came when it's too late, I'm still going to be happy. All right? So Jets fans and NFL fans, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. Hey, I'm not going to complain all for a Jets victory. All right? Neither should you. I'll see you guys next time. Shout out to BetUS for powering the show as always. Much love to BetUS. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Jets. Sorry, Tank Crowd. The Jets won.